In today's video, I want to give you 3 habits that helped me scale my woodworking business to over $70,000 per month last year, and these are going to help you do the same thing. Let's dive in. All right, well, welcome back. As always, I'm so glad that you're here. And in today's video, I want to give you 3 habits, 3 daily habits that help me grow my woodworking business to over $70,000 per month in 2023. If you don't know me, my name is Vaught. I started my woodworking business in my garage in 2017. Had no idea what I was doing from 2017 to 2020, just really trying to figure out business. And I thought if I built great products that I would sell a lot of them, and that's just not the case. I had to learn marketing principles, sales principles, and then understanding how to build an organization to grow my business. And then from 2020 to end of 2023, we ultimately ended up scaling out of that garage into a 6,600 square foot commercial space with a team of multiple employees and a showroom, all the while I was a full-time pastor at my church. And so how did I do this? Well, I'm going to walk you through the 3 habits that I had that really, I believe, helped me accomplish this and can help you do the exact same thing. So number 1, daily monitoring of cash flow and cash flow planning. This was something that I learned from watching other businesses fail, and I also learned from watching other businesses succeed. And so the most important thing that you can do as the owner is manage the money. Without cash, cash is the oxygen in which your business needs to breathe and live. If you have no money, you can't function. You can't pay employees, you can't pay rent, you can't order materials. You have to have a healthy flow of cash coming in and going out of your business. And so the number 1 thing that I did on a daily basis was monitor cash flow. And so I was working at the church, but I would send a text to my general manager inside of my business, and I would say, hey, where are we sitting? How does the bank account look? Get me an update on cash collected, cash that we anticipate collecting today, tomorrow, the next day. Let me know what big expenses do we have? What other sales do we anticipate to land over the next couple days? And so constantly managing what kind of forecasting can I do into the future based on what I know I'm getting done, I'm collecting second half payments for based on what I'm producing, but then also what cash am I going to be collecting from sales, from people that are coming into the showroom, that are working deals with, that I know are going to be putting down first half deposits. This is the most important thing that you can do as the owner of the business. Now, when you're a smaller business, you have to do a lot of things. But as you start to scale and you start to grow, monitoring cash flow is going to be increasingly important. You know, we were selling $70,000 per month in furniture, and we were producing about $70,000 per month in furniture. So we had $70,000 in cash flowing in and out of the business every single month. You know, when you break that down, that's like 18, 17 grand a week or something. You know, we break that down on a daily basis, there's 2 or 3 grand that our accounts were changing every single day, which is a lot. It's a lot to manage. And so, but understanding cash flow and managing cash flow really tightly is mission critical on your path to success as a woodworking business owner, okay? So number 2, second habit that helped me grow my woodworking business to $70,000 a month was planning our production cycles and sticking to it as closely as humanly possible. What I see a lot of guys do, and this is where they actually bleed money. They don't realize it, but what a lot of guys do is that they have a stack of orders and they grab the top order and they say, well, I'm gonna start working on this order, and when I get done with it, I'll grab the next one. Well, you need to actually have a plan. Before you start an order, you need to have clarity as like, how long should this take me to build this? Should this take me 15 hours, 10 hours, 20 hours? And then you need to adhere to that. Let me just give you a great example. Like, let's say that we had a production schedule planned. Well, if we were producing, say, $70,000 every month, well, every 2 weeks, we would need to get out about $35,000 in production. So my team would break that down. We had 10 days of production in a 2-week period, Monday to Friday times 2. So that's $3,500 per day that need to be going out the door. So we had a spreadsheet, and we would add all the orders that we were going to complete during that pay period and when we were going to have them done. And if we got to the end of the day and we did not have what we needed to have done, we would stay late. We would work an extra 15, 20 minutes. We would come in on a Saturday. But here's the truth that you need to know. The only thing harder than staying caught up is catching up. Staying caught up is really hard to do, but then when you get behind, getting back caught up, you have to double down even more on the amount of work that it takes to get caught up, which is super difficult to do. And so planning production and sticking to it as closely as possible is going to help you hit your monetary targets, and it's also going to help you honor your deadlines that you've given your clients, and you're not going to be constantly pushing your lead times back and frustrating your clientele. Okay, so number 1, monitoring cash flow on a daily basis. Number 2 is planning production, sticking to it as closely as possible. And then number 3, the third habit that really helped me scale to $70,000 per month is always running ads and fighting to acquire new customers. Business is hard. Business is extremely difficult. John Maxwell is a great leadership teacher. He's written, I think, over 100 books around leadership, and he's built some really incredible organizations over the past several years. And one thing that I heard John Maxwell say in a live talk that just resonated with me so much, I was right in the middle of actually growing my woodworking business. He just said that everything is uphill. Everything worthwhile is uphill. It's going to be hard to do it. And so you're going to have to always fight to acquire new customers. You're going to have to get innovative. You're going to have to run ads. You're going to have to post consistently. You're going to have to work with PR firms. You're going to have follow-up strategies. You're going to have to figure out and develop ways to attract new clients to your business consistently. Because without new clients, you don't have any money. Right? So this is one of the biggest mistakes that I've seen people make, is that they come into a business or they start a business and they focus only on production and getting things done in production. And they don't ever really address the issue that we're not attracting new clients. We're not getting any new fresh cash flow into the business from attracting new clients. And in our business, guys, if you are scaling and you have a larger business, you're not going to be running 50% margins, which means you're not going to be able to cover all of your expenses just from collecting 50% second half payments when you get stuff out the door. You know, if you have a big business, you're going to be running 10 to 20, maybe 25% margins at best, and you need new customers on a consistent monthly basis, and you need to be getting stuff done on a consistent monthly basis. If you're trying to scale, you have to understand this dichotomy and this dynamic. I need to be acquiring new customers. I need to be caring for our current customers and getting things done in a timely fashion. And I need to be constantly monitoring that and monitoring the cash flow that's associated with it. And so these were the three things that I did that really allowed me to scale. Now, I could dive into a bunch of other things by hiring good people, writing clear job descriptions, getting people in the right roles. You need to read the book, The E-Myth Revisited, if you haven't yet, about building a structure for your business. But these three things really are the habits, the daily things that I did and considered every day to continue to drive revenue and results for the business. So hopefully this was helpful to you. If you're looking for a free resource, be sure to check out the very first link that we have in the description below, where you can download the Handmade Business Secrets ebook. It's a completely free book to you. You just got to enter your first name and your email, and we'll send that PDF copy over to you. It's about 100 pages long, and it should help you on your journey of building your woodworking or your handmade business. And so with that being said, guys, as always, I appreciate you, I love you, and I will talk to you in the next one.